Good morning. I'm Lieutenant Joe Prosser, the Academy Director. I'd like to begin today's ceremonies. Please welcome the graduates of Police Training Institute, Class 3572.
Class 3572, active!
Would all please rise and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Present! Off!
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order! Off! Ready!
Thank you. You may all be seated. I now have the privilege of introducing the members of the head table. Serving as the Chief of the Corrections Bureau for the DuPage County Sheriff's Office, Chief Mark Garcia. Serving as the Sheriff of DuPage County, the Honorable Sheriff James Mendrick. And serving as the Sheriff of Winnebago County and our keynote speaker today, the Honorable Sheriff Gary Caruana. Thank you all. We all miss the opportunity to have a large group of sheriffs, chiefs, and other distinguished representatives present with us today. Unfortunately, we still must limit the attendance to this graduation ceremony. We are very thankful for all the representatives of their support during these difficult times and have set up for them to view our ceremony virtually, along with the friends and family of these officers. Thank you to the DuPage County IT Department and the County Board for allowing us to use this space to make this ceremony possible. Thank you to our facility maintenance for also helping set up the room. We are very hopeful that we will be able to return to a more traditional ceremony in the near future. I would also like to take this time to thank and acknowledge our instructional staff. All of our instructors take time out of their busy schedules in order to bring us quality instruction to our students. In addition to the time in the classroom and other educational settings, all of our dedicated instructors spend time outside of the academy preparing their lessons, researching new information, and meeting with me to discuss their curriculum. Many of the instructors are very passionate about their teachings. Many of them have been teaching with us for over 20 years. Instruction continues to be challenging with the current required guidelines. Conducting academy instruction during the pandemic creates a special teaching environment. I'd like to give a huge thank you to all of our instructors for adapting to these guidelines. Without these instructors, we would not be able to run this academy. These recruits would not be where they are today. At this time, I'd like to welcome our law instructor, Pat Bond, to the podium with some short words of welcome.
Thank you. Good afternoon. And for those of you who are watching us, welcome. I just wanted to take this time to recognize the accomplishment that you guys have achieved over the last 5 weeks in successfully completing this academy. It's great for me to be here. I'm humbled by being in the presence of people who've chosen this profession to move forward. As you know, you've been invested by law with an awesome power and responsibility. And with that awesome power and responsibility comes your duty to the office. And you have to use those skills that you've acquired to maintain public order safety and do that with the compassion that's necessary for this job. From this moment forward, you'll go better educated, better trained, and better able to meet the challenges that you will face on the job as sworn officers. You will at times labor under intense circumstances. Oftentimes you'll be underappreciated. And at times the public may be distrustful or even hostile to you virtually by virtue only of the uniform you wear. But just remember that these are the same people who will be first to call you when they're in trouble. When they're in need, they're going to call and they want you to show up. So recognize that while you may not be, appreciation may not be shown to you, the fact that you are the first responders, I think is a tremendous recognition of the role that you play. And I'm sure you've heard this quote before, but it rings true in your profession. Bravery is not the absence of fear. Rather, bravery is action in the face of fear. You guys have decided to embark on this profession at a time when there's been some media coverage which may not hold it in the highest regard. And for that, I think that society is truly grateful and those people that you will serve and protect. So thank you for that. Thank you for taking the banner up and moving this profession forward, bringing your skills to it. So good luck to you all.
Thank you, Pat. I now have the privilege of introducing our keynote speaker. Sheriff Caruana holds the distinct honor of being elected as the 38th Sheriff of Winnebago County, Illinois on November 4th of 2014. Sheriff Caruana served nearly a decade as a Winnebago County Deputy Sheriff prior to his election to the sheriff position. He served as a patrol officer, corrections officer, and process server, allowing him to develop an understanding and working of the entire department. Prior to his law enforcement career, he rose through the ranks of the United Parcel Service, earning both a bachelor's and master's degree and became the corporate investigative security manager responsible for facilities in Illinois, including several airports. Sheriff Caruana has also been a substitute teacher in the local public school systems and has been a volunteer for Keep Northern Illinois Beautiful. He's a former commissioner of the Rockford Board of Fire and Police Commissioners and a graduate of the FBI National Academy. Currently serves on the board of the Rockford Alliance Against Sexual Exploitation and serves as the president of the Northwest Illinois Law Enforcement Executives Association. Sheriff Caruana is also a member of the Association of Certified Fraud Examiners and a board member of Air One. Sheriff, turn over the mic.
Well, thank you, and I appreciate that introduction. And I see the lieutenant has huge font, so I won't feel bad. Again, thank you so much, and thank you to the students, the family, the parents, and all the instructors for this past 5 weeks for everything that it's been. And I know it's been great training for all of you. And take that training and move it forward and keep moving that goal. They have that book, have you heard the Move the Cheese? Keep moving your cheese and stay aware of all the issues and keep pushing yourself to advance yourself in your career. It's a great career. Again, I'm honored to stand before you all and speak. What you're about to embark on is a very, very challenging career. I know I'm very soft-spoken. Can everybody hear me? It's a very challenging career, and as they pointed out, it's not really media friendly right now, and you guys embarked on it in a good criminal justice career. So congratulations to you. But that does not diminish your abilities to do the job or be seen as a good public service servant. I think it really edifies the fact that what you're doing, the majority of the people, and as I'm traveling about, or we'll be in a restaurant or something, people come up and say, hey, we're with you, you have your back. And I think the majority of the community, we had a little twist and there's a wave. I've been in the career long enough where there's a high point and there's a low point. And I think we're coming out of the low point. Last year was a very low point, but I think during this time, it's very challenging. As a correctional professional, you have the ability to help people that can't help themselves. And you have to keep that in mind, because sometimes some of these people cannot absolutely help themselves. And you have now the unique, from your experience before you came, other jobs, going through school, whatever colleges you went to, whatever classes you're taking, you have that neat, unique set of standards to be able to be here. And that's not easy, because there's a whole testing process that is tough to get through. And you have that, and no 2 days are going to be alike. It's going to be different scenarios, different situations, and that training and that internal growth and continue to go through your career will help you out. I started my career in 1978, and hence that's why I have the gray hair. I'm an old guy and I need large font. As a corrections officer in the Winnebago County Jail, and it was a great career, tough at that time also, but it set my career path. And it gave me the focus that I needed to keep driving forward and getting the education and always taking that challenge. And today I'm sheriff. And, you know, if you would have asked me in 1978, April 17th, 1978, when I started, that someday I'd be sheriff, I'd be like, no way. And at that time I was young, I was 21 years old. I was living with my parents, and I'm sure my dad would be like, what, that kid? So keep pushing yourselves. As you know, the corrections officers, it presents, you have to rise to the challenge, and presents a unique set of skills. And it's also always an unsung type of thing. What you do is not going to be seen by the public. You're not going to get those, you're not going to get public accolades. You're unsung heroes. But remember that. And remember that despite any setbacks, your team now, your family of law enforcement and corrections. And that's how I look at it in our department. We're a family. And as you go through your career, you play a unique role, an intricate role in the safety and security and effectiveness and efficiency of your department and the public. Because again, you want to help these folks that can't help themselves move forward, get out of there, raise their ability to live life on their own and criminal free. Again, when you come to work, and every 2 days are not going to be the same, you have to look at and exclude what these people have done. We're not the judge, we're not the jury. We're there to help them be effective, efficient, moral, ethical, moving forward. And we want to make sure that we continue to do that. You guys are new, you're all enthusiastic. And I want you to keep that enthusiasm. I don't want you to get that factor. And as you go through your career, you might listen to other people and get burnt out. Don't do that to yourself. Try to catch yourself in your self-talk, because your self-talk will make you stronger. Always take that opportunity to be strong and not get burnt out. Keep that enthusiasm, because that's just going to be the steam that's going to move you forward in your career. I never allowed myself to do that. And when I did, I always recognized that self-talk was negative, and you're going to be negative issues and situations. So make sure that you catch yourself in that self-talk and you keep out of that negative chatter. Again, treat everybody with respect. Everyone. The inmates, co-workers, treat them with respect and dignity. I don't want to go on for too long. I had this and I figured, you know, talk a couple, 3 hours, but I don't think that you guys want me to do that. So I'm going to conclude real quick, but I really truly believe this. And again, I've had the ability to, again, attend the FBI Academy. I worked in corporate and I worked in public and law enforcement. And I've had that ability, you know, granted to me because of that positive, and you have to keep this positive attitude. But I want to read this excerpt that I took out of a book, which I really agree with 100%. It said, at 211 degrees, water is very, very hot. You burn yourself, scald yourself very bad. But at 212, that's when it starts to boil. Well, when it boils, what happens is you create steam. And that steam will propel big pieces of machinery and locomotives forward. As you go through your career, I want you to take that from 211 to 212, and that's an extra effort. Okay, take that, recognize that self-talk, positive, stay positive, get out of the negative self-talk, take that from 211 to 212, that locomotive steam moving you forward in your career, and move forward and do exactly what you need to do to be successful. Whether you stay in corrections your whole life, which is a great career, whether you want to go to the law enforcement side or you want to be sheriff someday, continue to do that. Maybe you'll leave the profession, but give back to society continuously. There's another quote that I found: shoot for the moon, because if you miss it, guess what? You land among the stars, right? And that's ultimately where we want to be. So, I want to, again, congratulate you. Stay eager, stay positive. And remember, and I always tell my folks this, whether in corrections, detective bureau, or TAC team, or K9s, 911, always play to the strong side of people. Because you know what that does for you? It builds you up inside. It makes you a leader. That's leadership. Back in the day when I started, the philosophy was a little different. They looked at weaknesses, and we all have weaknesses, and they drilled on those because they felt that would make you stronger. Play to the strong side. Put people, inmates, as you go through and you're promoted, your fellow coworkers, play to the strong side. Yeah, we like to joke and mess around. That's great. We need that. But play to the strong side, because it helps you grow and helps them grow. Guess what? You become a great team, and that's what we need. So I appreciate it. Thank you for letting me talk. And again, congratulations. I'm very happy. I know we have a lot of folks coming back to the Sheriff's Department here in Winnebago County, or not here in Winnebago County, but Winnebago County. So I appreciate it. And I always have an open door policy, and please come and see me. I love talking with you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Sheriff. It's always an honor to have you present at our ceremony, and we are always happy to have a large enrollment from Winnebago County. Since half of the class this time was from your agency, it seemed like the perfect opportunity to have you speak. I'd like to now begin the awards portion of today's ceremony. With current recommendations, we will not be shaking hands while passing out the awards and certificates today. The first individual achievement presentation is the Marksmanship Award. As a member of the firearms training team for the Academy, I will present this award. This one is a two-part test, both practical course of fire and academic. There was a lot of competition for this award during this Academy, with a lot of excellent shooters in class 3572. I was very curious early on to see which of our shooters would claim this award. And the recipient for the Marksmanship Award is from Winnebago County Sheriff's Office, Officer Brian Ivins. Officer Ivins scored a 50 out of 50 on the practical course of fire and also a 96% on the written exam. Would you please step up? Honorable mention goes to Officer Mackenzie Horton, also from Winnebago, who also had a 50 out of 50 on the practical course of fire, but was edged out on the written exam. The next presentation will be a certificate presented in recognition of outstanding academic achievement. These certificates are awarded to those members of the class who placed in the top 10% based on the weekly examination scores. We will also have the Police Training Institute Scholastic Achievement Award. This is given to the individual officer who has obtained the highest academic score on their weekly exams. To present these awards is our law instructor, Patrick Bond. We have 3 recipients for the academic award, and I ask that you remain at the front of the room until all 3 have been presented. From Tazewell County Sheriff's Office, Randy Fuller. From DeKalb County Sheriff's Office, Tyler Rogman. And from the Peoria County Sheriff's Office, Corey Spencer. And for the Scholastic Achievement Award, the top academic score in the class recipient is from Peoria County, Officer Corey Spencer, with a 98.7% overall throughout the class. Congratulations. Congratulations to all of them. You three can be seated. I would like to take this time to recognize the squad leaders for taking on this assignment. These students emerged early on as leaders in the classroom. They have the skills and ability to take charge in situations in my absence, mentor other students, and assist with day-to-day classroom responsibilities. Commander John Putnam will present you each with a certificate, recognizing your commitment to this academy class. Please step up when your name is called. From Stevenson County Sheriff's Office, Alexandria Downs. From DeKalb County Sheriff's Office, Tyler Rogman. And from the DuPage County Sheriff's Office, Michael Swikowski. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you for the help. The next presentation to be made is the Illinois Sheriff's Association Award. This award was initiated by the Illinois Sheriff's Association and is awarded to one officer selected from each basic academy class. The members of this class then completed a preferential poll. Those results were used to determine the winner. I would like to invite both sheriffs that are in attendance up on behalf of the Sheriff's Association to present this award. The officer selected for this award is the one who best exemplifies today's concept of tomorrow's officer. The officer must have displayed both good personal habits and a personality that would elicit and merit the respect and esteem of fellow classmates. The basis for the selection are professional and personal conduct, responsiveness to instruction, general bearing, and academic attainment. After all the weekly examinations, the top 25% were certified as having met the academic requirement. The following were eligible for this award, and I ask that you all stand as I call your name. From the McHenry County Sheriff's Office, Brian Cook. From the Stevenson County Sheriff's Office, Alexandria Downs. From Tazewell County Sheriff's Office, Randy Fuller. From Winnebago County Sheriff's Office, Marcus Holman. From the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office, Tyler Rogman. From Peoria County Sheriff's Office, Corey Spencer. From Winnebago County Sheriff's Office, Samantha Sterner. From DuPage County Sheriff's Office, Michael Swikowski. And from the Winnebago County Sheriff's Office, Hayden Wigman. Congratulations to all of the nominees. And of those, the winner for the Illinois Sheriff's Association Award for Class 3572 from DeKalb County is Officer Tyler Rogman. Please step up. Camera in the corner if you want to look that way. And at this time, I would like to begin the awarding of the certificates. Sheriff James Mendrick and Chief Mark Garcia will present each with a certificate. Sorry, stop here. As I call your name, please come up to receive your certificates. From Winnebago County, Samuel Berry. From McLean County, Andrea Brown. From McHenry County, Ryan Cook. From Winnebago County, Zachary Cowgill. From Stevenson County, Alexandria Downs. From Winnebago County, Tyler Eldridge. From McHenry County, Devin Fees. From McLean County, Thomas Foreman. From Tazewell County, Randy Fuller. From Winnebago County, Alexander Haffenden. From Peoria County, Brooke Hammer. From Winnebago County, Marcus Holman. From Winnebago County, Mackenzie Horton. From Winnebago County, Brian Ivans. From DeKalb County, Brandy Johnson. From Winnebago County, Christopher Lewis. From DeKalb County, Tyler Rogman. From Winnebago County, Kyle Schaefer. From McHenry County, Tyler Schuler. From Winnebago County, Hayden Shoemaker. From Peoria County, Corey Spencer. From Winnebago County, Samantha Sterner. From DuPage County, Michael Swikowski. And from Winnebago County, Hayden Wigman. Congratulations to all of our graduates. Sheriffs and Chief, you can be seated. Thank you for handing out certificates. On behalf of the Law Enforcement Training and Standards Board, Dr. Michael Slosher of the Police Training Institute, and the Honorable Sheriff James Mendrick, I congratulate each of you on the successful completion of your basic training requirements. In closing, I would like to thank all of the members of the head table, with special thanks to our keynote speaker today, the Honorable Sheriff Caruana. I'd like to thank the entire staff at the Police Training Institute, especially administrative assistants Meg Hendrick, Mary Margaret Rossler, Director Michael Slosher, and Executive Director Joe Gallo. Without their help, this academy would not be possible. Special thanks to our law instructors from Bond, Dixon, and Conway, Patrick Bond and Sean Conway. Patrick, who is present with us today. Thank you for our control tactics instructors, Ray Collin, Luke Richard, Thomas Ripa. I would also like to thank the DuPage County Fairgrounds and Monroe Middle School for the use of their facilities and equipment that made control tactics during a pandemic possible. I'd also like to give a thank you to our firearms team of Scott Hansen, Brian Maurer, Michael Shake, Troy Ajima. This week of outdoor firearm trainings, the week of outdoor firearm training is always a bit of a challenge. For this group, we experienced all possible weather conditions, including some high heat, wind, rain, unseasonably cold weather, allergy attacks, and a few other things. Special thank goes out to Kendall County Sheriff's Office for the use of their facility. I'd also like to thank our human behavior mental health team of Steve Eisenberg and Vicki Ingram, and Lieutenant Van Hoos for his instruction on gangs. Thanks to our first aid CPR team yesterday of Sergeant Ripa, Sergeant Castillo, Sergeant Kionka, and Deputy Jen Maynor. And thank you to my administration, Sheriff Mendrick, Chief Garcia, Deputy Chief Tim Schonenberger, Commanders Putnam and Cantwell. Without their assistance and support, I wouldn't be able to do this important job that I truly enjoy. And lastly, a special thank you to the families of the officers of Class 3572. We appreciate your understanding and the layout of this ceremony, and we appreciate that you have spent it with us virtually. These officers have chosen a very stressful career that requires tremendous support of family. I understand that the long time away from home for the last 5 weeks has not been easy. These graduates will continue to need your support as they move throughout their careers. On behalf of Class 3572, I'd like to thank everyone and give a show of support for the graduating class. And lastly, to the graduates, congratulations. You have all completed your academic requirements and are about to begin your careers. I wish you all nothing but success in this new profession. We've provided you with a solid foundation to build your future careers. You have experienced a lot in these last 5 weeks, both academically and physically. Take the tools that we have provided you and use them as you continue throughout your careers. All of us that have chosen this profession still remember the lessons that we learned during our academies. We had a very diverse group of individuals from 8 different counties. You all worked hard and banded together to get through all aspects of the academy. Please keep in touch with each other and remember the experiences that you all shared together. You've chosen an admirable profession. This is only the beginning of your knowledge. Continue to learn and grow as you advance through your careers. Take any other opportunities that are available for future training and learning. Today, we welcome you to the law enforcement community. Be safe and good luck to all of you. With that, these ceremonies are closed and I will dismiss you for the final time. Congratulations again. Thank you.